Hello everyone, Roberto here. Yes, thank you for joining. Great to see you. Yeah, Saturday's here again. Flipping heck, it goes. I say it's every week really. It feels like I'm saying it every day almost. But yeah, it's going very quick, very quick. But yeah, got Fox's fabulous biscuit selection view today. So yes, you can see it all over the screen. But I do handily have one available, so that's good. Just always a good start. Yeah, so basically, we've not done a selection review for quite some time actually. It's been basically when I first started doing these live reviews, all of them were selection reviews basically. I think it was mainly because of the time of year. It was around Christmas last year, so a lot of them were actually selections. So there was chocolate selection, Thornton selections, all sorts really. Thorntons, Cadbury's, Nestle, all the others really. Many of them. Oh, hi QP, glad you could make it. Oh, great to see you again. How are you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Yes, I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad. I had a massive headache this morning, but it's gone, thankfully. Although I just went to get some petrol, and well, maybe I shouldn't really. Well, I don't think I don't broadcast to millions, so I think it'll be fine. There's a bit of basically a massive queue at the petrol station. They're limiting people to certain amounts, basically. £30 limit is the gist of it, which is a bit, a bit of a pain. And also some of the pumps weren't working, so it's a bit of a nightmare. Basically, what should have taken me 5 to 10 minutes took me about half an hour to 40 minutes. So, a bit of a nightmare. So a bit of a mad panic to set up, but got here in the end. Got here in the end. Yeah, hi Sham. Hope you're doing all right. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Yes. Yeah. Oh, good to see you both, as I say. I was a bit worried, Sham, that you were just trying to wind me up at one point, so I'll give you the benefit of that again. Hopefully I'm wrong about that, but yeah, honestly. Yeah, it's a bit strange. I think there's not going to be any problem, but I think there's a lorry driver shortage or something. So it's meaning there's basically difficult to get the pumps. Well, not the petrol filled up. I think that's the gist of it. So it's annoying really because basically it's not like I was rushing to. I was only had about 5 miles left range, and well maybe 10 miles left in my car. So I needed to. I did need to get some petrol, but yeah. So there we go. Anyway, got some. So that's the main thing. But yeah, so we do have, yes, Fox's fabulous biscuit selection. Yes, there's a various got unlike the one in the top left, there's actually more delicious biscuit varieties, less packaging. So yeah, so it actually looks similar size to one, but you can see there's a difference actually. I didn't notice this, but you'll see actually the one in the top left has a Jammy Dodger on the front, but the one I've got in my hand actually doesn't. So they've obviously changed it a bit here. So I didn't realise that. I just got the image this morning, but didn't see it. So yeah, so it's one of those. I'll trust you, Sam. I'll trust you. I was having a conversation with Scotty, thinking, is it just me or whatever? So hopefully, yeah, fingers crossed. Honestly. Yeah. Hi, Rick. How are you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, good to see you. Yes, and thanks so much for your donation, by the way, Rick. I did notice that. Thank you so much. Massively appreciated that. So really appreciated. So thank you so much. That's massively appreciated. I was just thinking last night about getting some extra international choc as well. Yeah, and basically, long story short is I was going to do it, and then basically you confirmed it really, so really good. So thank you so much. Yes, these look very nice. I'm a bit frustrated actually that I put the wrong image in the top left. I don't like, it's annoying that I didn't realise it was a different one. I think I'd used the wrong picture basically. Let me just see if I still got it open at all. Yeah, so I did have the. Yeah, it was a funny one actually. Yeah, I think there we go. Anyway, we'll. Oh well, false advertising maybe, but there we go. We'll go with it. I think it doesn't matter too much. It's a slightly different picture there. But there you go, just to go to show that they have changed it really. So there's a couple of. They've changed the packaging of one of them by the looks of it and got rid of the. Well, in fact, I think it's still in there to be honest with you. I think it's just the front package that's different. Maybe they've changed the foil wrapper on one of them, but I imagine it's probably the same. So we might be all right. We might be okay. Might be all right. Yeah, so great to see you. Good to see you, Divinus, as well. How are you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, great to see you again. Oh, fried strawberry cream. The back are they? I see. I thought that was the limited edition one, wasn't it? So you never know, Andrew. Then maybe back on for Fry's 5 centres. Yeah, the one that wrap Rick. Yeah, the wrap ones, Rick, are always the best ones. I don't know why. I think it's just that little excitement. Yeah, I know QP saying the same as well. So yes, I think similar. Yeah, I think it's wrap ones are always good. I don't know why. There's something about the wrap ones that just seem to make them a bit more extra special for some reason. But to be honest with you, Fox's biscuits generally are pretty good. Yeah, so not too bad. More fresh, yes, that might be what it is, QP. There's just something a bit more. I don't know what it is. It's just something exciting about opening that that wrapper, isn't there? Something about it, I don't know. It's just something about it. Yeah, really good. Oh. There's a chocolate version of this Fox's box too. So there's another one, is there? I see. I have to. I mean, I know there's a few Fox's shenanigans going on. Maybe I'll have to look into that as well. So not too bad. Yeah, well, good to see you all, by the way. Good to see you all. Rick, Shyam, Divinus, yes. QP, of course. Andrew, yeah, great to see you. Scotty can't make it today. I think he's out and about, I think. I'm not sure. He did mention it, though, but there we are. So there we go. But, I think Saturday's for him is a difficult day now. But anyway, he made it yesterday, so there we go. Let him off. Oreo chips ahoy. He doesn't tend to be. I think you can get him in B&M and stuff like that, but it tends to be more of an imported good, that one, really. That sort of brand, I guess. Chips Ahoy and things like that. I'd never heard of it till I saw the Oreo bar. So it's not really a UK thing, I don't think, but it is available sort of, but it's not as common. I don't see it very often anyway. Yeah, so there we go. I know, I did. Well, I was worried. I was starting to think, Sham, that you were I don't know. Yeah, I was starting to worry that you were just trying to wind me up constantly. So I don't know. Well, comments last week, various individual things. I'm not sure. I think Scotty might have talked me around. I'm not sure. So I'll, again, benefit of the doubt. Yes, honestly. I don't know. But yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Nabi, who's I can't read that. See who's that? Yes, made by Nabisco. Nabisco. I've not heard of them actually before, Rick. Yeah, maybe it's I don't know. Well, mind you, sometimes the biscuit manufacturers are a different name and things like this. Yeah. Oh, B&M never have air conditioning. Yeah, Scotty was mentioning about B&M's lack of air conditioning. I've not noticed it in the one that I go to, but purely because I've not been in when it's been a hot day. So, but they're generally okay. Yes, maybe Kraft. Not sure. Yeah, it could be. It could be just a different brand name for where you are. Maybe Rick. Maybe it's the same thing over here, but they just call it a different name. I'm not saying it's Foxes or anything, but something like that. Yeah, B&M are a funny one, a funny store B&M, but you can, just seem to. It's just random luck whether you get something good. That's whatever. Yeah, so it's one of those, isn't it? Yeah. All right, Shan. Well, we'll put it behind us for now, Shan. But yes, please be careful about what you're saying and do, because it does come across the wrong way sometimes, I must say. So, well, hopefully it's the wrong way. Maybe it's the right way. I don't know. But as I say, we'll put it behind us. But as I say, just please be careful with the kinds of thing you say and think about what you say before you say it and stuff like that. That's all I would recommend. So I don't get the wrong impression, because you can get some people on the internet who are just trying to be difficult. It's one of those, so I have to be careful with that. And of course, that's new. I've got to think of everyone else in the community and stuff like this as well. So there we go. Right, yeah, so let's have a look then. So what do you think? Let's have a bit of a closer look. I did take a photo of this. This is from the back of the box. It's not the wrong picture or anything like that. So here we go. So there we are. Look at that. Can't see my face anymore. Apologies. Well, maybe that's a good thing. So here you go. It might be slightly smudged or whatever, but let's have a look. Yes, here we go. Yeah, Foxes are very good. I'm excited for this one, I must say. There's quite a lot of biscuits in here. How many? 10 different types, apparently. Look at that, 10. Okay, we've got the new chocolate Viennese, chocolate and cream Viennese, fabulous milk chocolate cookies, now more chocolatey, apparently. So there we go. Looks very nice, doesn't it? Anyone got any? What do we think? We probably saved the best till last, so it probably means the wrapped one, doesn't it? Where is it on there? Is that the fabulous one there in the top left? It's slightly greyed out because I think the light was shining on it. Milk chocolate fudge sundae, it says. So maybe we leave that one till last, because it's got to be the best, hasn't it? But they all look very nice, don't we? What do we got the jam and cream one. We did kind of review that in mystery review not too long ago, didn't we? There we go. Let's see. Yeah, MS do round chocolate one too. Is that basically like their wrapped one? Yes. Yeah, the wrapped one says like M&S biscuit selection. It doesn't taste very fudge-like. Yeah. Well, we'll have a see. But yes, you could be right there. Okay, right. So what do we think? Then? Anyone got any preferences? What should we start with? What do you reckon? I could potentially do some votes with this, but there we go. They made biscuits for M&S, do they, Andrew? I see. Yeah. Didn't realise it was the same thing. Right, okay. All right, well, let's have a look. So what do we reckon? Any preferences? The triple chocolate, they all sound good. I've got a cup of coffee, by the way, as well, to dip some stuff in, so we can give it a try. See if you can just see that. I've got it on like a little warming tray as well, so it'll keep warm. Yeah, Viennese fingers. Yeah, I see. Yeah. I must say, these are of a quality that M&S are quite like, aren't they, really? So I'll tell you what, maybe we'll, let's see, what should we do? What do you reckon? Trying to think, really. Maybe, let's see. Yeah, as I said, Sharon, we'll put it behind us for now, Sharon, but, we'll put it behind us for now, okay? Right, so fabulous triple chocolate. So what do you reckon? Go from the bottom right, around maybe bottom right to bottom left, then top right to top left, maybe something like that. Not sure. Maybe we could check the triple chocolate cookies with the milk chocolate cookies. The two, see how similar they are. They look quite similar-ish other than the chocolate side. I don't know really. I'm in two minds. Maybe let's just get started, I guess. Let's open it first. I mean, that's a good start, isn't it? Right, yeah, so what I'll do is I'll probably just move the camera down a bit so you can see it. We've got to open it. I like the box actually as well, I must say. Yeah, so I might slightly move some of the graphics out of the way because obviously it's they are in the way slightly. Let's see. Let's just move those out of the way a bit so we can see it. Okay, there we go. Right, so it might saturate a bit, and you can see it's slightly. Yeah, I don't know. You can see the colour change there, couldn't you? There, that's the right colour. Then it kind of goes a bit weird, but we'll go with it. So you can see a quite nice box, and it's got like a sort of. You can see it's got a tear, biscuit selection it says, rather than tear here, I don't know. I guess it's the same, yeah, the same thing there, like that. Okay. I just stopped the biscuits from going stale. Yes, I don't know actually. I don't know. Let's have a look. Maybe they've got, I think they're probably wrapped in like a cellophane, well not cellophane, but you know what I mean. Can't remember what it is. Looks like a Christmas, well, to be honest with you, Rick, it is getting towards Christmas here. And you can see actually there are some stars. Yeah, it does look a bit that way. So they are selling Christmas products already in the UK. They have been since last month, the end of last month actually. There we go, look at that. Looks very nice, doesn't it? Yeah. So I do apologise for the colour rate. No, it's not bad. I might just lower the colour down slightly just to get it together a bit. Let's have a look. Okay, colour might be slightly lower there. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, you prefer borders, do you, Andrew? Yeah, I did put them in the thing. Right, so it's quite nice there. How do we open this then? Is it? Let's see. It looks like quite a nice special opening. I don't want to rip it, but it looks. How do I open it? It's got like a perforation down the middle. Surely I don't have to rip it. I don't know. It's got like some perforations down the side. It implies it sort of tears open, but I can't easily see. And you can see perforations there. Oh, there we go. Look. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So you can see here. It's like opening like a. Look at that. Well, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? That's quite a nice thing there. Now, it looks a bit mundane on the inside actually after all that, but that looks quite nice, and you can see there's a menu there, which is really good. I like that. Yeah, it's really nice. Now, of course, some of them have come out of place. That could just be my fault, really, because I've obviously been posing it and stuff like this. They should be in there. Let's have a let's get it open now. There's 2 layers here. Look at this as well. 2 layers. Very good. You have to be careful with 2 layers, of course, because someone always goes to the bottom one before the first one's finished, and then eats all the best ones, and then you don't realise it. So there we go. So that's quite nice, isn't it? We'll leave this one out. See, this one's manoeuvred a bit. Okay. Right. Good. Just dropping stuff on the floor. Hopefully it's all right. I think it is. Okay. Right. So yes, there we go. Right, okay. So it looks very nice, doesn't it? It looks very nice. You find borders too buttery, QP, you say? Yes. Caesar's greeting, yeah, exactly. Well, this is it. You know, it's a bit too early, but I think the plan is to make people eat them a lot earlier than normal, basically, is the gist of it. I've tried some borders ones, Andrew, but mainly the ginger ones. Yeah, the other ones, of course, they don't appeal too much to me because they're a bit similar to other ones, so maybe I need to try more of them. But yeah, they look quite tiny, you say. They do look quite tiny, don't they? I think there's a lot of plastic here. You're right. You know, I think they do look quite small if you get the box out. It's quite a big box. And then they're a lot smaller compared to what they look like on the front. Yeah, so they do look a bit small, has to be said. They could definitely, you know, yeah, fit a lot, I don't know, have a smaller box, I think. Yeah. Oh. Yes. Seems like the bottom tray, throw away the bottom tray. Yeah, imagine that, honestly. Half of it by accident. Yeah, the jam and cream ones are very nice, yes. Yeah, so there you go. Hi, Casey, how are you doing? Good to see you. Not seen you before. Great to see a new face. Hope you're doing all right. Are you a fan of Foxy's biscuits? The Foxy's chocolate Viennese whirls. They sound very nice, Andrew. I might have to try those. I do see some boards. Some of them look a bit more mundane than others, I must say. But I'm sure that doesn't mean they're not nice. Right, okay, we've got some space. Right, there we go. The colour's not bad now, actually, is it? It looks quite good. Yeah, so we've got some shenanigans going on. Now, do we have any false bottoms? Now we do. Yeah, I can't. It's hard for me to show you these false bottoms, but I'll try. Maybe it's better on the other one, actually. I think I'll do it on the one that's not been opened to avoid catastrophe. Because they've done the old trick of the false bottom, which is really annoying for me, this. And it's, you know, like QP was saying, they look small. Well, they could have actually more of them. So if I show you this one here, I look at the chocolate Viennese here. There's a false bottom there, so they could have two in there. This one, well, maybe not quite two, but you know what I mean. This one here on this side is a false bottom. You know, it's the old trick they do, and I really hate it. And this one here, for instance, they could have had an extra one here, two even. They've got two Viennese Majiggery pokes there, so why have they only got one here? Do you know what I mean? So obviously there's two layers as well, but that means you're getting two of those, four of those, and only two of them. And this is the kind of thing that will make people open the bottom layer, because they'll have one of them and think, well, I want another one, you know. So it's really frustrating, that, I think, to be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of that at all, so that's a shame. That's a shame. Yeah, so there we go. Yes, you enjoyed the live yesterday? Yes, oh, thank you, Sham. Thank you so much. In case you know Sham, do you? Very nice, very nice. Oh, that's good. Yeah, good to see you as well. Good to see you. Hopefully not Sham in disguise, which I think has been the suspicions of some people before now with his multiple accounts. But we'll, as I say, the doubt is the benefit of the doubt has been given. So there we go. Obviously. Righto. Okay, yeah, so, well, it's a difficult one. I'll bring up the, let's have a look. I mean, well, let's see. What should we start with? We got again, two sort of Jammy Dodger ones here as well. So it's a bit, that's a bit cheeky. I guess these two are here as well. So it's actually a lot less than you'd think, really. You know, so you've got, there's 10 different types, but some of these are duplicated. And some are on top of each other. So it's a bit, you know, bit of a funny one. Yeah, see. Oh, the same school. Yes, you split up at college then, did you, Sham? Is that the gist of it? Yeah, I know you're at college now, so yes, maybe that's it. You do sort of, that's the problem with college, you do split up from your friends sometimes. It can be a bit of a pain, but then you meet new ones, so it swings and roundabouts. Yeah. Yeah, so what do we think then? This one's got a bit of a, yeah, the cream's gone a bit over that one, there we go. So we'll start off with, perhaps, yeah, as I say, difficult one to know where to start with this. Let's see, box bar, is that the box bar? Yeah, okay, well we said we kind of do the triple chocolate ones and the regular ones first. So if I just highlight them what they were again so we can see. Let's see if I can... Yeah, so the fabulous triple chocolate cookies and the milk chocolate cookies. So let's see, now with extra chocolatey it says. So try those ones first. So they're quite big ones, these ones, aren't they? This one's got a bit of slight dinting, but these ones are a lot bigger than you'd expect. I'd expect these to be a bit smaller, but they're really chunky monkey ones, those ones, for sure. So you can see, so if I measure if I share the difference between this one and the cookie, I mean, you can see the size difference, you know, it's, yeah, so these are big chunky ones, which is quite good. I think that's kind of what the size you might be expecting for a lot of them. But some of them are quite small. What's the top left one on the red box? That's the, yeah, sorry about that, that's the, where the lights sort of caught against, that's the wrapped one, basically. Is the gist of it. That's the fabulous wrap one, so it's this one. Yeah. So the fabulous milk chocolate fudge sundae. So that's the extra special one. Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know how big to leave them, really. Yeah, it's one of those. Yes. Okay. Right. So let's have a look. Yeah, so even QP's a bit suspicious there, Sham. You see what I mean? It's this kind of thing, you see. So we're a bit, you know, yeah. Anyway, I'll keep going. But yes, I think a bit, I don't know. I don't know. There we go. There's Rick. There's your controversy. Yes, there you are, you see. Well, we'll see what people think in a bit, Sham. Let's put it that way. But you know, it is very suspicious. Let's put it that way. Honestly, right. Okay, so let's start off then. So I think we'll start with the massive chocolate cookies. We'll start with the chocolate one first. I think Rick highlighted that one. Now you can see this one. It does have white chocolate in it as well. So it's triple chocolate. So I assume it's milk, white, and the actual chocolate is the actual cookie is the chocolate. Let's have a look. Okay. Right, 7.1 centimeters of diameter. and about 1.3, 1.4 in height. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Right, yeah, so not too bad. And of course your ones will be about the same, but then of course, you know, as I say, if we the other regular milk chocolate ones, so we'll compare those. About 4.7 in diameter there as well. All right, so I think what I might do, we might split it in half a bit. So I'll just move these slightly to one side. It's quite it doesn't split very easily. There's a bit of give in it sometimes. Depends where the chocolate is, I guess. Oh yeah, thanks Rick. Yes, yeah, just relax, Sham. Just watch the just watch it. You know, let's see. Honestly, okay. Doesn't mean everyone has to, of course, but I mean, you know, just refrain from any dubious action, I think is the gist of it. Honestly, nice to see you here, of course, but we don't want any controversial shenanigans or trolling or whatever, however you want to call it. Right, so quite nice inside there. I'm trying to sort of get it to focus in a bit. It's obviously trying its best, but we can see lots of colour changes. This, that, and the other. There we go. It's probably about right. Not too bad then. Not too bad. Okay, so it's going to be a bit of up and down with this one, I think. So I'll move myself up a bit. We'll give it a taste. In fact, we'll do we'll get the white one out as well, the regular one out as well. We'll do this one also. Just give it a bit of a snap. We can taste them both at once. I think that's probably a good idea. Do two at once. So you see the main difference is the white chocolate's missing and it's just regular sort of vanilla biscuit rather than the chocolate biscuit. I don't know if you'd say vanilla, but there we go. Ahh Fox is the best one. Only one you know of the four. Oh, see, honestly. Well, basically, Borders do dark chocolate gingers is there. I would say it's what they're famous for me for about. McVitie's do lots of the other ones, so they're the ones that you might have seen. Was it Jammy Dodgers they do? They might do, I'm not sure actually. Hobnob's Digestives, they're like the sort of main biscuit manufacturer in the UK. And then Parcel is sort of a German company, do like the Leibniz, they do lots of other ones as well. So there we go. Yeah. Honestly. Multiple choice text. Unfortunately, I can only put 4 in as well. That's the other problem as well. So sometimes I think, I'd love to put that one in as well, and I can't, you know. So there we are. So it's one of those. Okay, I'll just lift myself back up. Okay. Right. I just, okay. Oh. Right. Okay. So got we'll taste it without a bit of a dippage, and we'll taste it with. So I'll do the triple chocolate one first. Now a bit thing with triple chocolate, because sometimes the chocolate biscuit doesn't actually taste as nice as the regular. You know, it's like chocolate cake almost. I think. I mean, what do you think? Is you all thinking the same, or do you prefer actual chocolate-based biscuits like this over ones like that? I'm always a bit unsure, really, but we'll give it a go. Let's give it a see. Yeah. What about I don't know. How's everyone else? But I guess Rick, it's a difficult one for you. I mean. Yeah, there's a shop here, supermarket. Well, not really a supermarket. I don't know what you'd call it really, but anyway, a shop that sells food, high quality food, called M&S Marks and Spencers, and they generally do high quality or relatively high quality stuff. What do you all think? Are you all big fans of M&S stuff? I perhaps need to go there. And do you have like a sort of upmarket chain of supermarkets where you are, Rick, as well in Canada? You find the chocolate ones taste bitter? Yeah, I see. Not sure if it's good for dunking. They might fall apart a bit. Let's give it a bit of a taste anyway. Let's see. Not bad, you know. It's got it's quite nice actually. It's got a bit of soft. I'll put that back on. It's got a bit of a softness to it, but then it's quite crunchy. So it has a sort of. It's an interesting one. It has like the first millimetre or two are quite soft. And then it goes into a bit of a bite. So it's a very unusual one, actually. It's quite interesting. I quite like it, really. I'll tell you what, I'll just taste the regular one and see, compare them at the same time. Yeah. Let's have a go. And they're both quite nice, really. Yeah, Sham, I'm going to have to ask you to please stop now, Sham. You know, you're causing a bit of a, you know, just people have explained it to you. If you don't get it, unfortunately, you're not going to, I think. So that's the gist of it, you know, honestly. Yeah, it's one of those. I think, yeah. So just please be careful, and just as I say, just watch the show and enjoy it. This is it. Right, okay. Right, okay, yeah, so they're both quite nice, these, actually. I feel like they're both quite similar. Just trying to check them both at the same time. I feel like the chocolate one definitely has more of a chocolatiness to it. You know, so it's an interesting one. I think what I would say is that I think it's not too bad, actually. It's not too bad at all. You think there's a trolling, I miss Tom. I know, we had the suspicions really, Sham, unfortunately, about it, but I think we might have to confirm it now. Yeah. Honestly. What do we think, everyone? Do we think, this is pretty blatant? I've been thinking it's pretty blatant for a long time. I've struggled with it for some time, thinking, am I being a bit too harsh, this, that, and the other? But what do we think? Honestly. Yeah, let me know what you think, really. I mean, I'm sort of an opinion, but obviously, I try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt for as long as possible. But it seems that it's just always been pushing, just little pushes all the time to see what can be got away with. That's the gist of what I'm seeing. I don't want to upset everyone, you see, so if this is annoying people, please tell me now. Yes. So yeah, so as I say, let me know what you think. I don't want to make everyone moderators, that's the only thing, you see, so it's one of those. But there are certain people I do trust who are regulars, QP included. If Andrew comes and goes, well, he's a moderator anyway, so yes. So I think there we go. I trust your opinion as well, QP. So feel free, as I say, you can. There are people, you can right click on people or whatever. Well, there we go. Timed out Q for 300 seconds. Okay, well, I think QP spoke for most people there, I think. Well, yeah. Yeah, you see, the thing is as well, you can, unfortunately, Sham has about five different accounts at least. And I don't know why he would create that many accounts. So it is one of those. So I don't know. As I say, the benefit of that has been given many times anyway. I'm trying to keep it, as I say, I don't want to get sidetracked by all this as well, because I want it to obviously be about chocolate. But when you're bothering people are clearly being bothered now. I think people have been bothered in the past by this. So, yeah. So, as I say, I've got some moderators who I do trust. So obviously, I'll leave it to your judgment as well. Okay. So quite happy with these, actually. Both taste quite nice. And I would say that the chocolate one, actually, I was thinking, like QB was saying before, that it might be a bit much, a bit too bitter, or have some kind of, as I say, something negative about it compared to the vanilla one. But I actually don't mind it. Not too bad at all. You see, Tom, the thing is with my impression of Sham is that he can come in as different people, and has done. So, you never just know really who is not Sham, basically, is the gist of it. So, so we do, so people who just appear out of nowhere, regardless whether they act like him or not, could easily be the same person. And I have had my suspicions for quite some time. But yes, well, milk as well. That's the new thing, isn't it, QB? When I was younger, as I say, you didn't really dunk things in milk at all. It wasn't really a thing. It was only when Oreo came out in the UK that it started to be a thing to do that. And I feel like I've really missed out on this. And I think you're right. I tried I thought I gave Oreo a try, dipping it in some milk, and it was really nice. I never thought that it would be, because I just didn't think it would be something that worked. But it was really nice, and I think you're right. Maybe it's for another drink I have to have to one side as well, some milk to try things in. But yeah, okay, let's give them a bit of a dunk then. I've got a warm coffee, so it might be maybe I need to do a milk test as well. Let's have a see. They do remain solid as long as you don't dunk them for too long. They do remain quite solid. Yeah. Let's see. You like this focus box? It's a bit like an advertisement for their range. So all the biscuits have their logo underneath. Yeah, I see what you're saying, actually, Andrew. You're right there. And this is quite good point there. I didn't. I did sort of subconsciously pick it up, but didn't mention it. Yeah, it's good. It's a good idea, that one. It's a good idea that they've done that. Yes, except for the fudge sundae. Yes, chips ahoy also. The second top left. Yeah, so I wonder if it's a similar. I do know it's a typical, basically what we call, and as you've seen, possibly can tell, Rick, is these sort of type of biscuits. These ones here, we call them, even though in the US and possibly in Canada you call them cookies. This style of biscuit is what we call a cookie, basically. So the chocolate chip one and the triple chocolate one, they're sort of like it's like a type of biscuit. So that's why you'll see those are referred to as cookies. Let's just try this, dunking this one in. Yeah, you can't dunk them for too long, these ones, I don't think. The chocolate one, definitely, I think you're probably right on that one, Rick. It doesn't last long for dunking at all. The regular triple chocolate one actually is more of a solid biscuit. Good for, let's see, good for kind of dunking in a hot drink, basically, whereas the chocolate one disintegrates quite quickly, really. But they're both very nice, actually. I must say, they both hit, they both, I thought it was a bit silly having both of them here. So it's one of those. Make your own. I would say, oh, yes. Yeah, you can actually, Andrew. You could just, get segments of each one and sort of like warm them up slightly and stick them together. Yeah, as I say, take some photos, put them in Discord for sure. Well, what have you got now? There must be, if you include the regular cream one and maybe the mint one, you should have enough, surely. Yeah. You call them cookies as well. Yeah. Chicken and biscuits. Yeah, I think scones is what. Is it scones? I don't know. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what the Americans call biscuits a bit slightly differently. Yeah. And hi, Joe, how are you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Great to see you again. Great to see you. We're just doing the two cookie ones here. Long story short is they're both pretty good. They're both quite biscuit as well. Yeah, scones, I think so. I think the scones aren't in the US anyway. I think so. Yeah, good to see you, Joe. Great to see you. You can see we've got so many moderators. This was a fiasco we had a few months back, wasn't it? Where people were, we had quite a few different trollers coming in, and we got rid of them in the end. But as I say, I trust all of you, so it's good to have you all. And I know not always you can appear as well, so sometimes. But it's good to see a good turnout today. Great to see you all. It really is. Yes, but biscuits should be moister and flatter. Yeah, see, yeah. It's going to taste a little dry to me. Yeah, I don't know where. Yeah, okay, I see. Oh, good to hear, Joe. Good to hear. Yes. Yeah, let's have a see. Biscuits and chicken for KFC sound nice. I never ate, just chickens are something I'm not a big fan of. You see, that's one thing I'm not a massive fan of. I probably KFC and things like that are a bit more interesting for me. But there we go. Yeah. Okay, so what do I think about these? Well, I think the chocolate one. Let's have a look. There we go. So not too bad. This one I think was okay. I think it was actually quite nice enough. I was expecting it to be a bit. I think there's definitely place in this selection for both. I think is the gist of it. I think it's a good solid biscuit actually. I don't think it's sort of the best in the world or anything, but I think it's quite nice. It doesn't hold up in a coffee in a hot drink so much. But maybe it's a bit better for milk or something like that. This one, but if you get it quickly from the coffee and eat it quickly, it won't disintegrate. We have to be very quick. I think it's a nice one actually. A good solid 4 out of 5, that one. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. And then the, I can reach it. Then the regular sort of, what's it just called? Milk chocolate cookie. This one sort of holds up better when dunked actually, but I don't know if it's quite as nice as the other one. I think it's a bit more plain, of course, but there's definitely room for it. Let's say, let's have another try. The chocolate chunks are quite prevalent in them. I just think this triple chocolate one has a bit more about it, and obviously it has the white chocolate, which you can't distinctly taste, but it's obviously there and makes a difference. Have another go. It's definitely softer, the triple chocolate one. It's just a softer biscuit. I think it's actually a bit nicer as a result of that, actually. Normally I was thinking maybe the chocolate one would suffer a bit because having the chocolate biscuit base just tends to take away. But I think the I think it's better than the other one actually. I do think it's better. Yeah, it's probably. Yeah, I think the regular one, this one here, I think that's probably a 3.5. I think it's still a good biscuit. It's still nice, but it's nothing amazing as far as biscuit goes, but it's a nice one. 3.5 out of 5, I think, for that one. Got a bit of a mess here now with all these biscuit pieces. I might have to. It'll be a difficult one to keep tidy, this one, but we'll do what we can. I've got some cloths and very shenanigans. Yeah, so yeah, it's good to see QP back. She's not been here for a while. I think she had a bit of a, yes, as I say, an eventful summer. So it's good to see you back, QP. I hope things are going well. Great to see you back, of course, really is. Okay, so I'm just going to. Yeah, I've never had the difference between American scones and or scones. Do people say scones or scone? Is that a bit too controversial for this this time in the afternoon? I say scone, I think, not scone anyway. But yeah, I don't know then. I thought they were just. I didn't realise there was a difference. I just thought it was a naming difference. I didn't realise there was actually a difference between what they are in the US or Canada as well. Do quite like them though, but don't have them very often. Okay, just trying to wipe the plate clean with all those biscuit crumbs. There's quite a lot of them. Okay. There we go. Crumbs everywhere actually. It's quite lots of crumbs. There we are, you see. Oh dear. Yeah, I think. Yeah, what is Sharon? Oh, well, should I even ask? I don't even know whether I even should ask. Yes, I see. Oh dear, I don't know. Is it worth me viewing what was said there, QP? I don't know whether it should worth it. You can block people permanently. You have that power to do it if you think it's worth doing that. Yeah, I see. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yes. I think in the Discord chat the other day, I was sort of saying to stop being, stop basically being silly like that, really. And then just before he left, he kind of left a long string. Andrew saw this of just random words like that, but a long string of it, and it was seemed to only try to antagonise basically, which is kind of what that is there. There's only one reason to do that, isn't there? So, as I say, you have got the ability, but you do have to bear in mind that Sham's got about 5 different accounts. So what can we do? I mean, obviously on one note, that is enhancing the subscriber count. So, I don't know. I honestly don't know what to think. But there we are. But yeah. But as I say, I'll leave it up to you. I trust you guys. So, and I think you obviously are giving people a chance here. You've not kicked him, but if he's come back and said something like that, then clearly that's just an antagonising post, isn't it? We think so, Divinus. Yeah, I mean he's been around for quite some time, and sometimes he acts quite nice and normal, but it's one of those. It's one of those. We had a period of time where a lot of people were coming in, leaving very strange remarks and just acting daft, and I don't know, and some of me and my friends, perhaps some of you lot as well, thought that perhaps it was, I don't know, maybe the same person. Really, I have a feeling it probably was. But there we go. But obviously you can't prove things. It's very difficult. But yeah, I think there's definitely a suspicion or two there, basically. It's just little things. It's like little prodding things, about trying to just to prod what you can get away with. You know what I mean? Yeah. So very clever. It's quite clever in a way, unfortunately. But there we go. All right. So let's have a look then. Anyone got any ideas about what to do next? So we've done the 2 cookie ones. They weren't too bad. Should we compare the 2 Viennese ones? What do you reckon? That might be an idea. See which is best. I quite like the way they've got. In a way, it's a bit cheeky to have very similar ones, but in a way, I quite like it as well. Yeah. Yes, let's have a see. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of any other purpose to making multiple accounts other than, well, either you're too lazy to sign in more than once, which seems a bit odd, or you forget your passwords, or you've just got them for trolling people. I don't know. I'll leave that to what you think. But I have an opinion. I don't know anyone else who's got multiple accounts. I've never seen it before in my life. So you're playing the plain one, do you? So as I say, where the chocolatey coloured Viennese finger has cream inside. All right, let's have a look at them then, Andrew. Let's have a look. Let's see. I see what you're saying. You mean that sort of, right? Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Actually, there is quite a difference. I hadn't really hadn't really noticed it. Solid. So let's have a look then. Yeah, Andrew's right. Let's have a look. So you can see the difference here. So you see the top one basically has like a cream layer, whereas the bottom one it has, say, more of a solid chocolate. So there is a distinct difference actually. So you can see the new one is the top one. You can see it's largely thicker as well. Quite neat though, I must say the top one's very neat. Doesn't quite go edge to edge, I thought it did, but obviously if you look at the right hand side it's not quite there. But there is definitely a difference. It's interesting that. Yes, let's move down a bit then, let's have a look. Yeah, soil works really well, whereas the cream one, a bit less substantial. Yeah, I see. I can appreciate what you're saying there, Andrew. I think, yeah, definitely can. Well, we've got to test them. But, yeah, I can definitely see what you're saying. I guess it's good to have the different. It's good that they're so different though, because they could have just really just reskinned one of them either with let's just pretend it's this one. You know, made this the vanilla biscuit on the top and just did a chocolate cream or a chocolate one, like, you know, not quite like that, but you know what I mean. They could have just basically flipped it round. So at least they've done something a bit different. So I admire that. I think that's really good. Okay, let's give them a bit of a measure then. I think these are a good selection, really. I must say, as a selection. That's 6.6 in length. Let's just check the other one. I think they're both about the same, but we'll do it at the same time. That's 6.8, but of course it's got a bit of chocolate coming out the end there. The height of these ones, about 1.6. Let's see, about 1.1, maybe 1.2. Yeah, nice in T2. Yeah, see. Yeah, I think yes, I think you've hit the nail on the head there, Andrew. I reckon that's definitely a plus point. Especially when I think the chocolate biscuit seems a bit softer if compared to the cookie one. 2.6 in width. Seems to be a bit softer than the vanilla one as well for whatever reason. So yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be the same here, but we'll see. About 2.8 there, 2.7 rather. Yeah. Solid white chocolate one, yes. If they did a reverse of the other one, I think you'd be very happy. Yeah, and I would agree with that. I think that's a good idea. But I guess white chocolate seems to be, well, they've got it in the triple chocolate one, haven't they? So, you know. Okay, let's give it a bit of a snap then. Let's see how it snaps. So it does snap quite easy. I didn't feel like I was snapping chocolate there, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's obviously quite a thin layer. But there we go. So there we are. Okay, and then let's have a look. And then we've got that there as well. It looks quite a sort of fluffy cream, I think you'd say. Almost looks a bit coconutty. Do apologise for my finger. I don't know what I've done to that finger. I think I've hurt it somehow, scratched on something. Yeah, looks like it's an interesting cream, that has to be said. Does it give any kind of description on the box? I'm not sure if I didn't check that, did I really? Yeah, let's have a look. It just gives you the brand, doesn't it? Like Andrew was saying, chocolate and cream Viennese. Yeah. All right. Okay, let's lift myself up. Okay. Right, so there we go. I don't think I reduced the colour there. Let's have a sec. Let's have a see. Okay, yeah, fine. All right, let's give them a taste. I'm quite excited for these ones, actually, I must say. Yes, plain solid chocolate Viennese biscuits on their own in separate packs. Yeah, let's get them in the Lidl. That's where the chocolate's thicker. Yeah, see, you think they've got it. It does go slightly over the edge. I mean, I'm presuming you mean a bit more than that. But yeah, it does go slightly over the edge. All right, well, let's give them a bit of a taste then. Let's give the chocolate cream one a go first. Let's see. Their chocolate biscuit, as in that sort of the topper, is definitely definitely softer than the rest of it. Not too bad. I mean, the cream's quite vanilla-y. It's quite, you know, it's okay, that one. I think it's not, I think when looking at it, I mean, obviously, to an extent, you think, well, you know, it looks quite chocolatey, but really it's all about the cream. It's okay. It's just like a creamy biscuit, that one. Let's try this one then. I think this one is probably one that probably tastes nicer than it looks, I think. I'm not to say it doesn't look nice, but you know what I mean. I think really this one kind of looks the part. Maybe not taste quite as good as this one. Let's give it a go. It's quite nice, actually. It's quite a shortbready type biscuit, quite a short biscuit. Has that kind of taste to it, whereas this one didn't really. It's very much a different biscuit, this one. Definitely. So imagine, I'm not a big fan of short bread biscuits generally because they're a bit too much. Just a bit too much for me. You know, so there we go. So it's one of them. It's one of those. I mean, that's the gist of it. It's just like, you know, as I say, shortbread is just too much for me. I know a lot of people do like it, and it's perhaps good to dip in stuff and things like this. But for me, it's just a bit you know, one of those, I think, where it's just a bit too much. But with this one, with it being partitioned by chocolate, I think it works really well, actually. I think that's just how I'd like shortbread to be honest with you. It is one of those. Yeah, I think it's really nice. I think it's really nice. I think I really quite like that, actually, and I think Andrew was a bit spot on. It's not quite solid chocolate though. It is still sort of a cream, but it's not a cream, if that makes sense. It's certainly not, you know, like if I sort of, you know, touch it and things like this, it does sort of come away, you know, quite a bit on my finger, you know. So it's kind of semi-liquid. You know what I mean? You can't sort of prod it and leave a fingerprint like regular chocolate. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know what you want to do, guys, about yeah, I see Rick's action there, but I don't. It's basically, you know, if, as I say, I don't know what you want to do. If he comes back in and says something random or nonsense, feel free. But of course, if he just doesn't do anything and just says and interacts with people normally, then that's perfectly fine. But obviously, if he's just drawing attention to things, you know, with daft comments, then obviously just make. But there's no point just timing out for, you know, if he's just continuously trolling whatever. You know, it can't keep at it. So if he just acts normal, then I think then that's fine. But obviously, if he's just drawing attention to what he's doing or just constantly just winding people up, then feel free. You know, there's no point just doing it for every 300 seconds. Just do it permanently. Yes, the plot thickens. Incidentally, see what's the you like the consistency? Yeah, Joe. Yes, yeah. What's the is that a plot about the biscuits, Andrew, or something else? I'm not sure. Okay, let's give them a dunk then. Quite excited for these ones. Give them a go. This is a vanilla one. Definitely a good dunkish, that one. Yeah, that's really nice actually dunked. I think that works really well. And again, because it's a thinner amount of shortcake or shortbread rather, whatever you want to say it. It just works really well. It's just a really good biscuit, that one actually. I don't think it's like, you know, the best biscuit ever, but that's a regular Viennese one. It's very nice. This one, I think, this one will be a bit soft, I think, when dunked. Let's have a see. Held together quite well, but not quite as good dunked, that one. I think it makes it too much about the cream then. Well, interesting pair of biscuits, this one. Now, typically, I can't show you the chocolate one again, though, because the only problem with it is you only get one in each layer. So really that one is, and I don't really understand why that is either, so it's very strange, that one. So I must say that's a very poor thing to only have two of those biscuits in the whole thing. You know, stir in the pot or the cookie jar, yes. That's one way to say it, Rick, that's one way to say it. Emily used to do a version of these Viennese fingers. Yeah, made by Foxes, yeah. Same as the plain one, but with chocolate biscuits. Not soft, yeah, I say, okay, right. Funny how they're changing, isn't it? Yeah, funny. The shortcake, basically M&S did them as regular chocolate shortcake with solid chocolate inside, and they were lovely, but they got discontinued. Okay, that's a bit of a shame. Yeah. Plot figures about the biscuits, okay. Dunkin' Donuts, it is around. I think Andrew and Scotty have noticed that before. I've not really seen it. I've not really seen it, but I think it's, what's the other one called that's a bit more... Krispy Kreme donut seems to be the bigger one at the moment, but I must say I'm a bit out of the loop what with everything that's been going on, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, so as I say, I can't show you, yes, maybe Andrew and Scotty would probably, Scotty's out and about all the time, so he knows everything about what's on the word on the street, I guess, but but he's out and about at the moment, that's why he's not here, so there we go. More of a Krispy Kreme fan. I don't mind them, you see, I prefer the sort of donuts that, I don't know if they're a popular thing elsewhere, but here donut for me is more about the solid ones, about a ring where it's got like jam or custard or something in the middle. I quite like those ones really. I kind of find that the other ones, while I don't mind them, I just find that they're more of they don't taste as good as they look, basically, is the way I find it. But I mean, it could just be me, of course, and there are lots of different ones, so it's difficult to say. But yeah, generally I like the sort of the jam donuts or whatever. I just find that they've something quite indulgent about those. Okay, well, this one here I think is a good quality biscuit. I don't think it's going to blow your socks off. It's but it's really it's a good dunker. It's got the proportions of the shortbready type biscuit, whatever you want to call it. I think it's roughly that. It's sort of like a smiley face one, this one. When the chocolate's really nice on the inside, it isn't solid chocolate, but unlike say like there's a pickup biscuit, I think that which is a really nice biscuit. But I think it works really well as a biscuit, and it's it's taken some typical stuff and done a good implementation of it. This one, I quite like it. It's nearly a 4.5, maybe a 4. I think 4.5 might be slightly high. It's a good biscuit. I'm tempted to give it a 4.5, but I might just calm it down and give it a 4. I think it is still a really nice biscuit, though. It's a very nice biscuit. Remember, the average biscuit is about 2, 3. Digestive biscuits are 2 out of 5. I used to say 3, but it's a 2. So if you bear that in mind, yeah, really nice biscuit, that one. But this one, well, I can't share the chocolate one because which is a disappointment, which will come to the overall package rating in a bit, I think. The chocolate one here, this sort of favourites one here, one in the where it says new, middle right. That one was a bit disappointing, that one. It was okay, but it was just, for me, a bit of nothing really, and I think it wasn't as good as it looked. I don't know. I remember, yeah. I don't know, if you bear in mind a chocolate digestive or something, it's probably a 3 out of 5. Probably. I don't think it's as good as that, so I'm going to say a 2.5 out of 5 for that one. Yeah, so, you know, it sounds a bit bad. It doesn't mean it's not nice, but it's just not really that good as an average biscuit, I don't think. So there we go. Krispy more popular Dunkin' Donuts in the UK. Yeah, I've only seen Krispy Kreme, but I think has Dunkin' Donuts only just come out, Andrew? As more, I've not seen many of them. Yeah. Local baker new do fresh donuts that are chilled. Okay, bring donuts in strawberry and chocolate flavours and strawberry or chocolate cream. Okay, let's see. That sounds very nice. They sound very nice. Yeah, I think that's it as well. You know, Krispy Kreme usually made on site. Okay. I don't. Yeah, maybe. Well, they probably possibly are here. You can get them in other stores as well, but I assume they're fresh. Yeah, chilled until the ice actually cracks. So that's quite good. I think chilled would be quite good actually, Andrew. Yeah, you're right. Greg's reign supreme. Yeah, yes, I see. Honestly. Honestly. Oh, well, yes. Well, that's good to hear, Shan, but you only need to say it once. Don't forget, you know, like I was saying before, these little prods, this is what I'm talking about. It's saying things multiple times, just being a bit silly. But, yeah, as I say, but I'm leaving it to the discretion of the moderators. So they're watching, you know, so, as I say, if they think you're just being a troll again, you know, I'm leaving it to their discretion, basically, because I don't want to put them off. I want them to enjoy the site as much as anyone else. Yeah, Greg's Donuts. Yeah, Greg's Donuts are very nice, actually, Andrew. They're very nice. Yes. Dunkin' Donuts. Okay, been quite a while. 50 years plus. Right, yeah, we've not, well, definitely not that long here. I'd never heard of them until this year, I think. So they're very much a new thing here. But Krispy Kreme hasn't been here that long either. So, yeah. Yeah, an interesting one. Okay. Right. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's see. So what have we got now? So yeah, got quite a few. We've done 4 of them, so there's only 6 more to go, I think. Maybe we should do. Let's do. We've done the duo. So let's do the double choc crunch and the golden crunch cream as well. Let's try those 2 then, shall we? They're like sort of the same range of biscuits, so why not? Just my plate's okay. The plate's a bit crummy, so I have to apologise for the crumbs. Okay. So again, we only get 1 of these in each topper, so they're quite thick ones, but there we go. That's the way it is. So there we are. Yeah, so they're quite interesting, don't they? Quite same. It's basically the same biscuit, but again, slightly reversed. You can see the cream's come out a bit on that one. So there we are. Yeah, that's quite interesting. Yeah, I might go later, Sham. I'm going to go later, I think. That's the gist of it. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully. Oh. Yeah, so they look quite nice, don't they? They look pretty good, those. And I think, yeah, I'm sure one of my friends, this was their favourite biscuit. I'm sure it was. You can see the cream's kind of come through a bit onto the biscuit. See there, I think it's the cream anyway. Look quite nice. I think these ones definitely look a Chocoholics dream, these ones, don't they? And they definitely look more, there's more about them than like just a bourbon or something like that. They look very interesting. Yeah. Very nice. I'm excited about this. So we'll see again which one's the best one. I'm sure it's, I think maybe it's butternut cream, I think. Butternut cream. Unless they've changed the name, butternut cream. Maybe it's the same one. I just remember a guy I used to work with really liked them. Let's move myself down then, have a look. Let's see. Right, so, okay. Let's just, how's the lighting looking? I think this looks alright, doesn't it? Right, I'll keep the brightness as it is, but if it gets a bit much, we'll change it. Yeah, look very nice those. Let's give them a bit of a measure then. Right, let's have a look. Okay, 4.7. And about 1.6, just about. Yeah, Family Circle have always been a bit, yeah, they're just very cheap, aren't they, really? About 1.6 in height, this one. About the same, aren't they, I think? At 4.7. 4.6 maybe, actually, but it depends. It's a bit, yeah. Not too bad, not too bad. I think the cream definitely is, I think it's an acceptable amount of cream as well. I think it goes quite far to the edge. You can't have it too far. Oh, I won't be 1 second. I think there's someone at the door, actually, so it won't be a moment. Hi there, sorry about that. Yes, back again. Yeah, just basically I was expecting a parcel and he just knocked at the door, so I just got it. Apologies about that. There we go. Yeah, a pizza delivery, that would be good, wouldn't it? Yeah. Live chocolate or pizza delivery, that would be really good, honestly. Oh dear. Happy faces, yeah, they're just a bit boring, aren't they? They're just too normal. It's just like being given a pack of digestives almost, you know what I mean? Yes. Yeah, it's actually a sweet delivery. I couldn't find them anywhere. I wanted to try those juicy drop blasts, so I had to order them online because I kept seeing it's a bit bad really, but it just shows it works. I kept seeing the advertisement online for them, and basically I quite like sour sweets, as you know, and I really wanted to try them. I've just not seen them anywhere, so I thought, I'll just get them online, you know what I mean? And yeah, so it cost a bit more, I guess, but there we go. But yeah, I'd love it if a pizza delivery just come in and just or a biscuit delivery. How about that? No, sorry about that, everyone. Sorry about that. Yeah. But yeah, it was weird actually. Just left the parcel on the doorstep and disappeared. There's no one there when I asked the door, and the van was there. I don't know where the guy was, so I just shouted thanks and then closed the door. So hopefully that was enough. Yeah, so there we go. Honestly, right. As I say, Sham, I won't say this again, Sham. Let's just leave it behind now. So any more comments on it are going to be constituted as trolling because you just keep talking about it. So we're just leaving it behind us, like I said right at the start. Okay? Honestly, I don't want to have to keep saying it. So if you want to talk to people and just chat normally, then that's fine. You know, if Casey's another person, you can chat to them. Of course, it's fine. If you just say normal things, let's just not keep on about stuff. Yes. Called my favourite bear biscuits. Artisan biscuits. I'm trying to think if I remember. I've seen some bear ones, but I don't know if they're the ones I'm thinking. I do recall something, but I don't know if it's the same one. I could be confusing it. I know there's these other bear ones as well, which I'm not. Yeah. Okay, let's just take the top. These would be perfect ones. I think QP was saying before about dunking in milk, a bit like an Oreo. This would be definitely ones. You can take the top off, hopefully. Maybe if you give it a bit of a twist. There we go. So you can see they're full of cream there. Yeah, really nice those. I mean, look, that's a good amount of cream, I think. I think I'm happy with that, for sure. Yeah, very happy with that. Okay, well, let's, I think we should give these a taste. I quite like these. Bear biscuits. I feel like I do remember them, but I'm just a bit worried that I might be wrong, and, and I don't. Oh, it sounded a good idea. There's these other bear biscuits. Well, I think actually sort of semi-cake bars, which are actually quite nice. I think... I feel like I do remember them, Andrew, but I don't want to, I might be wrong there. I can't remember it well enough, unfortunately. Yeah, see. Yeah, look pretty good, these ones. Look pretty good. Let's give them a taste and then perhaps maybe try and give them a dunk. We'll see which one's better. So do the chocolate one first. That's always a good start. Again, a very soft, the chocolate biscuits in Foxes are very... As in these ones, this sort of chocolate top. It's very soft. It's distinctly softer than than this one. Well, let's try this one just to check. I said that in this case it's not, but in the other ones it was. They both taste quite similar, actually. To be honest with you, I think the only difference is probably the cream on this one's quite distinctly more vanilla-like, I would say. White chocolate, your favourite, Andrew, you say? The chocolate ones were quite muddy bears. We're called muddy bears. The white ones were called snow bears. Ah, okay, right. I'm not too sure then. I don't know. I don't distinct. I remember some sort of biscuity type things that may have looked like bears, but I could be confusing them with something else. Okay, let's a bit of a dunk. Let's see. Okay. They work quite well when dunked. The maybe better with milk or something like that, I think. But they're quite soft. They're quite dunkable, these ones, I must say. And obviously being a double sandwich does keep them together. Let's see. Not too bad, I mean, they're definitely better than they're more indulgent than, say, something like custard creams or bourbons. I think custard creams have a quite distinctly nice taste to them, which I think, some people really love, to be honest with you. So I can't quite say they're better than them. They're quite an indulgent cream biscuit, basically. I think I prefer the chocolate one in this case as well. I think Fox's chocolate biscuits are quite good. Yeah, so there we are. You see, it's one of those. Quite an interesting one. I think. Yeah, difficult one to know what to make of this. I think it's weird one really, because they're both quite nice, but they're both not quite anything too exceptional really. I quite like the chocolate one more though. I think the cream in it's just a bit too creamy. It's just a bit too, to coin a phrase, it's just a bit too much really. It's I think I prefer like it's just a custard cream to that one. I feel like it's quite indulgent, but doesn't really, even though it tastes indulgent, doesn't really taste amazing. And again, there's only one in the top in each of these, which is a bit frustrating. And again, I'm quite sure there's a false bottom, so they could move it. Yeah, you're right. You're quite surprised. Yeah, I think the gist of it was that this is a bit different. That's why this one won. I think it's quite similar. Quite mystery reviews have been done before. I think people wanted something a bit different, so that's why it won. Sham, I think. Yeah, the cream bit creamy. Yes. Yeah. Yes. It's not too bad at all. I think. I think, as I say, I think the chocolate one for me, and again, I can't, because I only got one on each layer. I'm not opening the second layer because it's a bit too, Yeah, the double choc crunch one, I think, was where it's at for this one. I think the other one, what was it called actually? Just the, what it's called now. Yeah, let's see. Is it called the crumble crunch? I can't see there. Crinkle crunch. No, that's a different one, isn't it? Sorry, yeah, golden crunch cream. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all right. I think it's not as good as I think it's all right. I think that one's quite an average biscuit, that one. So the regular sort of golden crunch cream, I think for me is probably a 3 out of 5, maybe a 2.5, but I think a 3 maybe. So it's one of those really. It's one of those. Viennese fingers, yes. The best ones are fully chocolate coated ring ones. Yeah, we'll come into those, Andrew. Don't you worry. I think they're definitely quite an indulgence one. It's funny, isn't it? It's like you were saying with the family circle, how the best one is kind of like, was their kind of the faces one or whatever. But if you think about what the best ones are there, very sort of, I don't know, the very mundane biscuits, and then the lower ones are really rubbish. Whereas in this case, the sort of the regular ones that are kind of more mundane ones, in quotes, are actually really good biscuits, So it's like a really higher up quality biscuits, this one, isn't it? It's one of them. Okay. Yeah, and I think that was fit. And I think the other one was perhaps just I think the other one's a 4. The chocolate one was a 4, I think. I think it's distinctly nicer, just a bit more, but I would say that it's a bit, nothing too special, you know what I mean? They're a bit too thin though, and the ones that make for M&S are thicker. Okay. Do you think it is the same thing? Because you would have thought if they're making the same biscuit, well, if it's the same manufacturer, they'd make the same one, wouldn't they? That's what I would say. It's not necessary, of course, but biscuits in the fridge, you say, Sham? Yes, I see. Yeah, I'm not. It depends on the biscuit, I guess, for me. Yeah, but they do change the recipes. Yeah, well, perhaps so, because you probably would. Yeah, I could kind of understand that. Yeah, but it's one of those. Yeah, I'll have to have a look next time just to check, because I can understand why he wouldn't, because he would sort of, I don't know really. Would it be a detriment to their own brand if they sort of sold exactly the same biscuits? But then again, is it stopping their own brand by selling other biscuits as well? I don't know really, but yeah, it's an odd one. But yeah, interesting one though. Yeah, so all right, pretty good these. I think they're so far we've had quite averagey type biscuits. You know what I mean? There's been okay, but nothing too dramatic. Sort of like above average biscuits basically for the most part. So I think now we've done the jam and cream ones, I think, but we'll do those again now. I think, what have we done? We've done the 2 cookie ones, done those. We've done quite a lot of them, haven't we? We'll do the, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do the crunch crumble, whether it's crimble crunch, whatever it's called, and the jam and cream at the same time. We'll do those 2. Then we'll do the 2 chocolate ones at the same time. How about that? Sounds a good idea. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look. Okay, yes. So do get 2 of each of these. These ones look quite a generic. Oh no, I put it the wrong bit there. Sort of these ones look a bit of a generic biscuit, don't they? They don't look anything too dramatic at all. They look a bit like their version of digestives, really. You know, there's some sort of oaty bits in there, I think. One of them, yeah. So in farm food, you say, Sham? Yes, yes. They are all available. Well, the whole selection, or just these type of biscuits. Far too similar to what made by Fox is, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I know what you mean, Andrew. Yeah, it does. I can see what you're saying, especially if they're all the very same types of biscuit. Since 1853, yeah. I know it's quite a long time actually when you think about it. I kind of glossed over that, but that is quite a long time for biscuits. I mean, other companies like Cadbury and all this stuff, I don't think have been. Well, they might have been going around quite a long time actually, but I don't know if it's that long. But yeah. But here we go. We've got this Jammy Dodger one as well. Sugar's gone off to one side on this one a bit, but there we go. Let's zoom down a bit. Let's give these a look. Okay, they were reduced, were they? Yeah, I see. Yeah, basically they do them individually. Yes, it's like I think Andrew was saying before. You see underneath them all. You can see it's not necessarily not all of them, but you can see the way they've got like outlined in a special sort of looking font and text. That's the brand basically. So all of these ones, like the Crimble Crunch, the way they've got these special branding letters. That's what appears on the pack. I don't know if all of them do, but I'm quite sure lots of them do. As in, maybe not the chocolatey, the fabulous ones. They might not do, but I think everything else appears in its own pack. Yeah, so it's quite good, really. Not too bad. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. So a bit of a. I'll just reduce the colour down. You can see this one's a bit saturated. Yeah, so it's quite good. It's quite a good. Andrew mentioned before. It's quite a good advertisement for the biscuits. Really, it's quite a good way of doing it because a lot of other biscuit selections you can't buy them separately. Whereas Foxes are all about biscuits basically. They don't do anything else really, as far as I know. Yeah. Bought by Ferrero. Yeah, see, okay. And then by Two Sisters. All right. They haven't seemed to change though, have they? They've seemed to have kept quite consistent. I don't recall the biscuits changing, so that's quite good. So they've not all these buyouts, whatever, hasn't changed the branding or anything like that. That I know of. 6.4 in diameter. About 5.5. Okay. .6, and in height this one 1.6 as well, so not too bad. Cleaning packs of tea as a compliment in the box. Yes. Certainly would be quite nice. That certainly would be quite nice. Yeah, I think they're definitely good for tea dunking. These ones for sure, definitely. There you go. You can see this one is more of a mundane biscuit for sure, but I'm sure it'll be still quite nice. I think it might be better than a digestive. This one is pretty good. Let's just give it a bit of a twist. You can see the jam is just a dollop in the centre, but nonetheless it's quite thick. Nice sort of cream. I quite enjoyed these when I reviewed them on the round. So let's lift myself up, give them a taste. Yes. Tonic still fan base. Yeah, tonics are very nice as well, and it has to be said. 1890 as well. It's tea cakes for me with tonics. They're the I know they do the caramel wafers and things, but it's tea cakes that I know they're a bit of a standard affair. I know you can get other companies that do them, but I do. That is what I associate with tonics. I do like their tea cakes, which basically Rick might not know, but they're sort of in jab paps as well. They're basically like a sort of biscuit bottom, weird biscuit. It's not a normal biscuit, but yeah, and basically with a marshmallow top, then covered in like a thin layer of chocolate. They're nice as well. Those very nice. Okay, so let's give this one a taste, and I feel this might be a bit of a mundane. Let's give it a bit of a snap. So it bends a bit. It doesn't snap. It bends before it snaps. That's quite interesting. Let's give this one a go. It's quite a buttery oaty biscuit. Definitely more indulgent than a digestive. It's quite nice actually. It's almost like the let's see. Well, it's like basically like the topper to the crunch cream, whatever it was. It's a bit like that. It's not quite just a digestive biscuit. It's almost like the top to one of the smaller biscuits that has cream in the middle. So quite interesting that. Still 1920 family owned. Yeah, see. Yes, Ringtons. I don't even know who Ringtons are actually. Yeah, Andrew, I don't think. I say not seen. Yeah, not heard of those before. Interesting though. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's one of those, isn't it? I guess as soon as they become quite big, that's one of those, I think. Yeah. So it's one of them. Milkshake shortage at McDonald's. I did hear about something about it. Yes, Sham, I did hear about it. Yeah. But the milkshakes, whenever I went into McDonald's, they were always running out anyway. Whenever I'd go in, they never had them. So, you know, it's a bit... This isn't too bad, actually. This is like a sort of, as I say, one of the indulgent vanilla sort of, you know, as I say, a bit like the crunch cream, the top to that, but just in a regular biscuit. It's actually better than you'd think. It's very plain. Could use it to spread chocolate spread on, that's for sure. Let's try this one then as well. I think this will be quite nice as well, actually. As I say, did review them the other week. You can see there, it's a nice jam, and it's quite soft as well. I think the jam and cream really work well for that. They're very complementary, a bit like you have sort of jam and cream on the scone. It's a bit like that with this. It tastes really nice. To me, it's a lot better than a jammy Dodger, because it's got the right amount of biscuit to filling. And the jam is quite prominent, and nice taste, and the cream complements it. You know what I mean? It just works well as a whole. I think this one's quite an average biscuit. I think for me, it's probably, you know, no surprises. It's nothing. It doesn't. It's one of those where it's better with something on it, like a cream centre or something. So for me, it's a 3 out of 5. This one though, I do quite like this one. I can't quite recall what I gave it, you know, when I reviewed it before, but did I give it a 4 and 5? I think it's a really nice biscuit actually. This one, I think this is a jammy Dodger done right. To be honest with you, I really like this. It's definitely my preference. I'm not sure whether I gave it a 4 or 4.5, but I'm tempted to go all out. I didn't really dunk these though. So before, to be honest with you, I'll give this a dunk now. But I think my rating's still the same. But we'll give it a dunk. You know. It was a bit softer, but it's generally the same biscuit, so you know I won't change my rating. But still nice. Definitely works well dunked. Gives it like a nice, even more buttery taste. One of those. Let's see. Then we'll just give this a bit of a dunk as well. It's going to fall apart, I think. I don't think this is going to be suited to dunking, but we'll try it. We'll just have to separate slightly part of it. Not really, it's not a dunkable biscuit at all, especially when bitten in half. But we'll do it. Why not? Okay, let's see. It didn't really change much at all. It just sort of softened the biscuit a bit, but yeah. It's not really one for dunking that, but obviously you can do it. I mean, for me, it's probably... I'm not sure if it's a 4.5. I don't know what I gave it before. I feel like I might have given it a 4.5, but it's definitely between a 4 and a 4.5. In this case, I am going to just turn it back. But it could be a 4.5 on another day, and that might have been what I gave it last time. I'm not too sure. I don't know, you know. For what it is, it works really well. It's either 4 and a 4.5. It's very close between them. I don't know. I think I'm going to say a 4, but it could be a 4.5 on another day. So I might have given it a 4 last time. I'm not too sure. But I think, you know, I think a 4's a good rating for that. It's a very nice one. It's definitely on the upper end of the echelons of 4 or whatever. So there we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those, yeah. So let's have a see. Yeah, there's lots of nice chocolates in that tier list. There was lots of nice chocolates. You know, I'd like all of them to come back really, other than the ones in the E tier. I think it was the D or the E, was it D tier? I think. Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Yeah. What's the biscuits like in? Yeah, I guess in Canada and in Brazil as well. Jeff, he's still there. I don't know what are they like. It must be. I don't know. If it's completely different style of biscuits. I mean, did they compare in any way, shape, or form to these ones? Must be quite different. Okay, right, so let's have a look. Let's have a see. Right, okay. Yeah, so we've got 2 more to do, so let's have a look. I keep removing the banner at the top. I don't think I need it really, don't really, do I? But there we go. Okay, there we are. Well, the two fabulous ones now. I think we'll do those. Save the best till last, hopefully. These are the more chocolate ones, these ones. You can see this one here, the top left, fabulous fudge sun. That's the one in the wrapper. And then we've got the, let's have a look. The fabulous chocolatey one there. So milk chocolate rounds as well. Yes, so there we go. Let's have a see. So yeah, so these one, we do get two of the, what's it called? The fabulous, is it just called fabulous chocolate? I did read out a second ago. Yeah, milk chocolate rounds. We get two of them, you can see. So it's quite good in a way. Do get two of them. We do only get one. This is in the top layer. You get there is another layer as I mentioned before. So I'll take these out. Have a look at them. The plate's a bit crumbly. So you can see here as well. The Foxes. I quite like that, the way it's got the Foxes logo. And the O is the sensor hole. Which is quite nice. So the hole's it goes quite small as well at the bottom, which is quite good as well. Quite nice that they've, you know, kept the hole, made something a bit more interesting about the hole in the middle. Now of course it's got this one which is kept secret inside some foil wrapper. Yeah, it's very nice. Yes. Variety, but none of these brands. Yeah, so I guess do you have equivalents or anything like that, Joe? Do you have sort of like the same biscuit but, you know, with a different brand or anything like that? Or are these quite different biscuits? I'll just move the box back again. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a see. Right. Okay, let's have a bit of a measure of this one. We'll open it as well in a second. About 4.9. There are some dimples, not perfectly circular. And height about 9.4 millimeters. So there we go. Yeah, and then right, we'll open this one. Moment of truth. Probably look quite mundane actually when I don't know if it needs to be wrapped. I mean, we talked about freshness before. I'm not sure it really needs to. You can see it's been on a conveyor belt though. Got the tire tracks. All the others haven't. I've noticed it's got a bit of crumbs on it now. So there. So for whatever reason, but there you go. You can see it's quite a little bit of a tab. Choc. Give a bit of a measure as well. About 4.9 in diameter. And the height. It's a difficult one because it domes a bit, but it's about 1.5. Sorry, 1.5. Oh, my apologies. About about 1.1 and 1.05 centimeters. But yeah, about 1.1 I think centimeters. Round up a bit. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. I think it's just a shortcake biscuit in the middle of these ones. Yeah, you can see that, but quite thick chocolate. You can see the thickness there. Look at that, a thick chocolate there, very thick. These two look great, yes. I think covering stuff in chocolate is definitely always a bonus. Always, you know. These are the more indulgent ones. These are sort of like the two that would go in another set. That would be like the chocolate biscuit selection. I think was alluded to before. Maybe Andrew mentioned it before. So they have like a chocolate biscuit selection. I think I mentioned I wasn't. I can't remember, I can of course now I think about it, where it's just mainly chocolate ones. So these two are kind of taken from there. So it's another selection with even more chocolatey indulgent biscuits that I remember anyway. You can see this one as well. It's got like a sort of fudge cream on top, and again shortbread. Yeah, so these two are probably more indulgent biscuits. These are sort of, I guess you could say, in a different range almost, you know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know, Sham. I don't know. They might have done. I think possibly Andrew or Scotty might know that. I'm not sure, but I feel like they have done. People have said maybe they have. Yeah, lots of people produce their own biscuits. All right, so you get lots of. Well, that's quite interesting, Joey. Yes. Yeah, that's quite good. I think so. You basically get lots of just very independent companies just selling in the regular supermarkets. Do you? That's not really something we get here, to be honest with you. You might get like local stores, maybe selling things like that, or you know, but not really big branded places, you know, not usually anyway. Maybe on the exceptions, but yeah. But yeah, do look very nice. Let's try this one then. Yeah. So the last couple of we've gone through quite a lot of these, to be honest with you. But yeah, let's try this. This looks very indulgent, doesn't it? Oh, wow. This is clearly a different, on another level than the other ones, really. I would say this is very much more of a chocolate indulgence. It's a very thick chocolate actually. It's quite a sort of it's what to say. It's quite a distinct chocolate actually. It's quite sort of more Belgian-y, you know. It's quite a sort of creamier chocolate, but it works well with the biscuit. I think it's a very nice one actually. The key is to thicker coating. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. This is it. That's it. There's definitely something about having a thick coating. It has to be said. Yes. Yeah, one of those. Yeah, very nice. Part 2 of a discontinue. I don't know, Sham. The thing is, I feel I kind of included a lot of them there. There was some I didn't include. I think I've seen some comments about some of the, for instance, the dairy milk ones and things like that. But well, there's maybe is the gist of it, maybe. But I think I kind of included a lot of them there. You know, maybe some of the others. I don't know. I'm not sure if I could. I don't know if I've got the ammunition to do it. But and I think the ones I didn't include, like the dairy milk ones and things, were kind of all in a different set. You know, that we did a couple of weeks back regarding dairy milk, and you know. Yeah, that was very nice, that one. Very indulgent chocolate. I think like Rick said, the inclusion of the thicker chocolate definitely lifts it up. Really does. Yeah, really does. Yeah, as I say, really nice that actually, really nice. It's one of those where it's kind of going into a different bracket of biscuit almost, I would say. You know what I mean? You've got the sort of regular biscuits down here, and then you've got like sort of that the really chocolatey indulgent, you know, Borders dark chocolate dingers, coated Oreos and stuff like that, which are kind of a bit more up here. You know, maybe and then you've got the middle ground, which is like your sort of chocolate digestives and chocolate hobnobs. Maybe you could argue that maybe the coated Oreos are here really, but they're kind of moving up that way. So you kind of got sort of like a three tiers of chocolate, of biscuit almost, like the sort of mundane ones, you know, and then you've got like the sort of the chocolatey ones, which is kind of where a lot of this set is actually, sort of moving in between to this set. And then you know when I say, well, more indulgent ones rather. And then you've got the really heavy duty, you know, big ones up here with the thick chocolate coverings and stuff like that. You got, like I say, you do have the gaps in between, so maybe 5 tiers you could say, but I think I'd say 3, and then there's the movements between them. And this one's definitely on the edge over here, so it's kind of like a bit of a difficult one to rate it compared to the others. You know, it's not really a biscuit as such; it's more of a, I don't know, it's something else. You know what I mean? It's very, yeah, very nice. Then let's try this one then with this fudge topper. So let's have a see. Let's have a go. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's fudge. I think Andrew mentioned that. I don't think it's quite. I mean, it's you could say it's got a slight taste of fudge, but it's more just a chocolate cream, really. Nice biscuit as well. Not as thick a chocolate as the other one, but obviously quite a thick fudge layer at the top, or fudge cream layer at the top, whatever it is. It's very much a chocolate cream. I don't think it's quite as nice a cream as the one that was in the well, this one here actually. I think this one had quite a good chocolate cream in it. And I would say that's probably a nicer cream actually, that one. Even though that's more of a biscuit cream, this is more of a, you know, it's a different kind of, as I say, that's more biscuit. This is more sort of, you know, I don't know, chocolate bar-y biscuit cream, I guess you'd say. I can't really describe it. Hopefully you know what I mean. But yeah, one of those. One of them. Let's see. So what to say? I think these ones are difficult to rate compared to the others, because the others, as I say, are standard biscuits. These ones are kind of going away from that. You know, so as biscuits go, it's a hard one to say really. They've clearly got something about them that's much more indulgent than the other ones. But they're just, as I say, kind of, it's like, you know, you're kind of rating a different type of biscuit now. You know, I don't know what would be a 5 out of 5 biscuit. I'm not sure. I don't know that if these are 5 out of 5 biscuits basically, but they're very, you know, they're very high up. I think this one's really nice. Let's give it a bit of a. There's nothing. It's no frills about it really. It's you know. Let's give it a bit of a dunk again. Let's see. Doesn't really suit dunking too much. It melts the chocolates a bit, but that's about it. Doesn't it? Quite a sort of, quite a creamy sort of chocolate on the other one. This one obviously quite similar, but it's not as thick. Very much a soft top to that one. I think they're a funny pair of biscuits. They're quite, as I said, they're just quite chocolatey, really. Yeah, I don't really know how to rate them. They're quite difficult to rate these ones. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, when you've tried these biscuits, you know, do you think, well, these are sort of, you know, the ones you go to in the pack, basically. They are the sort of ones you think, well, they're They're the top tier biscuits in the selection. But the other ones are still quite nice. But these ones obviously just have that wow factor in the selection, and they're quite chocolatey. I think there's at least 4 out of 5s. I'm just trying to think, you know. I think the wheel one, this one here, you know, it's quite, as I say, it's quite an indulgent treat. I like the way it's got the Fox's logo on. I think it's quite a good chocolate, nice sort of way to have the sort of shortcake in it as well. But it's more, as I say, more chocolatey than anything else. You know, I'm just trying to. It's a hard one to rate, really. It's definitely between a 4 and a 4.5, I think, I would say. Honestly. Yeah, I see. 20 out of 10, you say, Sham. I see. Yes. Honestly. I'm not sure I can go that high. But, yeah, I see. Well, I don't know. I think... I don't think it's a 5 out of 5 for either of them. I don't think. As nice and as indulgent as they are, I just don't think they're quite... I think you're sort of talking in, you know... I don't know. You almost compare them with chocolate bars, almost. You know what I mean? And when you get into that kind of area, then obviously they're not as good as a lot of sort of chocolate bars and things. So that's sort of way inclined. You know, they're very indulgent biscuits, and then you're kind of measuring them against other things almost. I think basically the wheel one, I think I'm probably going to say... I'm going to say a 4 out of 5 for this wheel one, I think. It's almost a 4.5. I just think it's a bit sort of... You know, it's just I don't know. It's not really. It's probably higher than that. It's probably one of the best ones in the set, but I just feel like it's not really got much about it, if you know what I mean. It's still a nice indulgent one to eat, and I definitely think it's not like it's the worst in the set at all. I'm just not sure it's got much to lift it to make it sort of that special an experience. Really, is the gist of it. And I think for the cream one, the one that was in the wrapper, it's all a bit of a mess now down here. We'll cheer again. I think that one's okay as well. I think that's not as good as the other one, but I still think it's a 4. It's got a bit more of a cream. I think I would have preferred the cream's okay. I think it's not quite as good as it could be. It is the dominant thing in it, and I think that's the detriment to it. But the biscuit's nice. Chocolate coating's nice. I think overall it's pretty good, actually, pretty good. But I think it's probably a 4 as well. You know, they're not. I think it'd just be a bit too high to give them a 4.5 out of 5. I think there's just not enough there to warrant that. You know, but they're definitely, you know, 2 of the sort of more interesting, more exciting biscuits in the set. Basically, I think is the gist of it. So it's one of those. Yeah, one of those. So before I rate the whole thing out of 5, let's have a look at the old the poll. Let's see how that's getting on. Well, it could be slightly biased on this one because obviously we are reviewing Foxes, but looks like Foxes have won. Let's have a look. We'll publish it now. Let's have a see. Right, there we go. Yeah, so Foxes won 46%, 15 votes, quite a lot of votes as well this time. Parcel was doing pretty good, so a lot of people did recognise Parcel. Border, 13. I think Border's biscuits are just a bit too... you don't really hear about them much at all, I think, generally. You know, maybe more so in Scotland, perhaps, I don't know, but... I think they're a Scottish company anyway, but yeah, I don't know. It just seems to just not quite have, other than their dark chocolate gingers, I don't think they quite hit the. I don't know, have quite sort of found a market as much. You know, where I am anyway, I don't hear anyone talking about them particularly, and they don't stand out that much either. McVitie's are good, but obviously just a sort of more of a workhorse one, aren't they? Really. But also, no, I'm surprised that they got as good a thing. Yeah, but it's expensive as well. You say, Sham? Yes, yeah, probably are actually. They're more of, yeah, they are more of a. They don't come in regular packets, do they? You are right about that. Yeah. Fox is 46%. There we go. Yeah. So there you go. I mean, Foxes are very regular biscuits, but done more indulgently, really, is the gist of it. So I can kind of get that, to be honest with you. Yeah. You know, yeah. I think for me, my favourite's possibly McVitie's. But there we go. Andrew's not happy. You're bored. Did you vote for Borders, Andrew? I think you did, didn't you? Oh dear, McVitie's do not make better biscuits than Borders. Oh, see, I think it's just... Oh, excuse me. I think it's just that they're not really... I don't think as many people buy them. I think it's just a bit too niche a market, I think, is the gist of it. They probably would like them, but there we go. But there we are. Yeah, there we go. Magnum tier list might be quite a good one to do, Shane. Yes, might be quite a good one. I don't know if I've had enough of them. I had quite a few of them, though. Maybe I might try and I'll look into that. Yes. Maybe just make all people biscuits. I do feel like Borders are a bit typical biscuits, though. I must say. Cadbury's do some biscuits, Rick. Cadbury's do some biscuits, but they're not really known for it. You know what I mean? They're kind of I don't know. They do some basically, but they're not, as I say, not really known for it. They don't really, even though they're there. I wouldn't say they're that popular. I don't know. They just, yeah, I don't know. It's almost like an afterthought for them. But you're right. It is a bit surprising. But yeah, they used to do more. But yeah, as like Andrew says, they used to do a bit more actually. But even then, they still weren't doing that many of them. Yes, it's one of those. Yeah, sorry, Andrew. Yeah, it looks like you've yeah, you have to convince me. But I would say I don't know. For Borders, for me, I've never really. I do see them, but they do seem to be quite. I don't know. They always looked a bit standard. I've not seen all the other stuff. They might taste really nice though, so it could be. Maybe I need to give them a try. Yeah, yeah. It's the Cadbury Digestive. Yeah, no, no. Just streamline the business, I think. Let's have a look then. So I think for the biscuits as a whole, well, the actual selection I thought was really good actually. I think there was very much a lot of space in the packet, but there was 2 layers. This is the other layer I didn't open. I think it looks quite nice. I think like QP mentioned though, they look quite small, really once you open them, and they are quite small. But I think they're proportioned well. Obviously the cookie ones are pretty big. I'll just remove the banner a bit just so I can. Yeah, so the cookie ones are pretty big though. They're quite chunky, some of them. I think they're well proportioned basically. I think it's a bit of a shame that this one's not quite centered somehow. Made a bit more of a thing about it. I think it's a good selection. It's odd that this one comes in 2 bits as well. This one's here and there, rather than on top of each other. And I guess this one as well. So it seems like there's definitely artificial space involved where they don't need it. And also it's a bit of a con the way you only get 1 of some and 2 of others in each layer. Like you've only got 1 of these, but you've got 2 of the chocolate ones, which you could argue is better. But even so, you know what I mean. And you have a false bottom on them as well. So I think the false bottom side is a bit disappointing, but I think they are a very nice indulgent set. There's lots of variety. I think you'd be happy with any of them. I don't think there's any real weak ones. I know you might say this one here is a bit boring, but it still tastes nice. It's still basically the top to this one up here, which is a very nice topper. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, Andrew. Don't worry. It's fine. We'll trust you on that one. We'll trust you. Yeah. Reach Tea. Hey, Cadbury's Reach Tea. I do remember them actually. I forgot about those. Yeah. Reach Tea are a bit nicer than you'd think as well. It's a nice biscuit, but it's a bit mundane. But it's nicer than you'd think. So overall, I quite like this set. As I say, I do think it's a problem. It's nice to get 2 of some. Like you got 2 of these big chocolate ones there. You think you'd only get 1 of those, but it's a bit rubbish how you only get 1 of others, and I don't know. And it's clearly enough room for 2 of some, and they only give you false bottom ones and stuff like that. I think it's quite poor that you can only get 2 in a pack. Like say this one, you've only got 2 in the whole box. I think that's not enough for a selection of this size. And they could definitely, and there's definitely room in here for the way they could package them better. There's a big gap in the middle. And I've seen them packaged better as well, like on the side, these ones, for instance, in a layer of 3. I'm sure I've seen that before, or slanted slightly. So, yeah, overall, there's some liberties that have been taken for it. I think it's a really solid selection. I think it's got a lot of variety in there, which I think is really good. It's one of them. I think, overall, it's a good biscuit selection, as I say. I think it's limited by the fact they've got false bottoms and only 1 of some. I think that does bring it back a bit. I think it might be a 4.5 if it wasn't for that. But I think overall, I'm going to give it a 4, I think. 4 out of 5. I think it's a good, solid biscuit selection. I think there's definitely variety there for everyone. Yeah, I think it's a nice, solid biscuit selection. I just think, there's some, as I say, some oddities to it that it's a bit of a shame about. But generally, it's a good, solid set, I think. And I think it probably would be, if they had the right proportion, if they had, 2 biscuits were rare, they've only got 1 in each layer. I think it probably would be a 4 out of 5. It's just lowered by the sort of the cheekiness of that, really. It's a bit unnecessary, I think. Yeah, but a beautiful gift, exactly, Joe. I think that's it. It's that kind of set that's a gift for people. It's a bit like, say, during Christmas time or holiday times, this, that, and the other, where you'd get it, you'd bring it round to people's houses. It's that kind of thing. So the things of them only having 1 of some things and stuff get overlooked because they're more of a present, and so it doesn't matter as much. But when just viewing them, obviously, perhaps out of that context, like now, we're obviously scrutinising that, and that's where it falls over. It's like you say, it's a nice gift. It's something you would take round to someone's house, really, or you'd give them on, well, probably Christmas Day in this case, or whatever, festival you're celebrating. Yeah, so I think you've hit the nail on the head there, really. It's one of those selections that's basically for that purpose. But yeah, very nice. Really enjoyed that. It was a really nice biscuit selection. As I say, good quality biscuits. None of them are bad. I really like their versions of Jammy Dodgers. I think they're really good quality versions, those. Yeah, so it's one of them, really. Yeah, team board, did you say? Honestly, oh yes, I've still got the Borders bars to review as well. I need to get them. They do look very tasty, those. Yeah, they do look very tasty. Yeah, so mint gingers. Did you say mint Borders? I've just missed it, Sam. Yeah, mint. Yeah, I don't know. Is the gist of it? I'm not sure. Yes, it's one of those, but obviously variety is always a good thing. Yes, yeah. Cadbury shorties, yeah, I know, it's a shame that, but to be honest with you, I feel like Cadbury's, when Mondelez took over Cadbury's, they really streamlined lots of stuff. I don't know if they were losing money and things, I can only assume they were. So unfortunately, it might have been a case where they had to just get rid of all the stuff that doesn't sell as well. So while it's a shame that they lost a lot of the variety, if otherwise they would have gone out of business, I can kind of understand it, and I'm assuming that's what it was. But it is still a shame, I agree for sure. Yes. Yes, I think there are two people about one. Well, post the other retracts. I don't know, Rick. I don't know. But it's one of those. I don't know. But there we are. Possibly is the answer to that. Yes. Honestly. Yes, I've just reviewed that today, actually, Sham. Yes, I've just reviewed that, so I will hopefully have it. Hopefully this week, actually. Well, next week. Yeah, done there. Jaffa cakes, Cadbury Jaffa cakes. Yes, I think I vaguely remember those, but I don't know if I've had them. Yeah. Interesting one, that one. Yeah, so I see. Well, there we go, guys. We've done another good review there. Not too bad. I hope you liked it all. It's good to see you all again today. I had a good chat going on as well. Interesting at times, I think we'd say. Yeah, so as I say, we'll start afresh from today onwards, I think. But obviously, bear in mind, Sharon, that we have had reasons to be doubtful about certain things. So let's just try and keep it regular, proper chats this time, friendly chats, not anything crazy. But obviously, it's pretty much last chance now, really, because it's obviously, I think we're not, I think we're taking we're giving you too many chances here, really, and it's quite obvious that something's going on there. So, please bear that in mind. And we're good people, so we're trying to be fair. But obviously, anything else, I think that's it, basically. Yes. Yeah, thanks, Joe. Thanks very much. Yes, Andrew. I'm assuming you don't mean the show, but yeah, I know. Jaffa cakes are rubbish. I can imagine. Yes. So there we are. Good stuff. Yeah, thanks so much. Really great to chat to you. As I say, really great to chat to you. It's been lovely hearing from you. I hope you have a lovely weekend, things like this. I don't know if QP's still there. Maybe have a great time as well, QP. Divinus, if you're still about as well, you too. Yes. I'm not sure whether that guy, Friends of Shine, was real or not. I feel it probably wasn't, but there we go. Who knows? But yeah, okay. Hope everyone's have a great day. And yes. Best one. We're good for Borders, yeah. Unfortunately, I just don't think they're popular enough. I think that's the problem. But yeah, but maybe they would like them if they had them. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Yeah, thanks. Click the like button as well. By the way, I've just realised, just speaking to Joe. Yes, click the like button as well if you've enjoyed this, or even if you haven't. Yeah, I hope you have a great day, everyone. It's really good to chat to you all. Have a lovely time, and I'll see you on Wednesday for Stash Watch. Take care, everyone. As I said, it's a bit of a delay, so apologies if I missed you. Thanks again, Rick, for all your support, by the way, for the donation. It's massively appreciated. Thank you so much. Yeah, take care, everyone. Have a great day. Bye. Oh, I just cut Andrew's thing. Yes, possibly, Andrew, possibly. All right, take care, Shem. See you soon. See you, Andrew. Bye.